Good morning, everyone, and how you all doing this morning? And first of all, how y'all feeling? I'd like to welcome you guys to the 12th episode of DJ Talk. And now, before we get started, I would like to take this time to send a shout out to everyone and hope everyone out there had a great Thanksgiving last week. But most importantly, hopefully you guys are grateful, but not only grateful, but appreciative about life and health, and most importantly, love. Now, if you guys haven't listened to the last episode, make sure you guys check that out because it was inspiring. Just one word to describe it, it was inspirational at its finest. So make sure you guys go check that out. So, without any further, so with that being said, without any further ado, let's get right to it. Now, in now in today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to enjoy a successful life. Some of you may have a question about it, like what does it mean to enjoy to have a successful life? And you know what? I'm glad you guys asked because that is what we're going to be talking about today. So, first things first. In order to enjoy a successful life, you have to put God first before anybody. Because if you do that, you will never regret it for the rest of your life. And believe me, that's a smart move to do. And there's a verse that says something about how to enjoy a successful life. And it says, folly is joy to him who is destitute of discernment, but a man of understanding walks uprightly. Keyword, joy. That is what we should have in our hearts, in our minds as well. Because if we're going to enjoy a successful life, we have to have joy in our hearts. There are multiple steps of how to enjoy a successful life. And the first one is be passionate and do what you for love. If you don't love it, then why do it? If we build careers or continue in jobs that really aren't our passion, we are selling ourselves short. It's like the guy that is a tech consultant that really wanted to be the lead singer of a band. And there was a written right here by an author named Catherine Hepburn, and she said this, and it says like this: I've written about love and careers before, and I think that the takeaway here is that if you really do want what you want to do, you'll be more creative, more motivated, more tuned in. Ah, interesting three words right here: creative, motivated, and tuned in. And much more likely to be very financially and personally prosperous. Well said by the author. She said it the best. Um, or the other words, if you have to support yourself, you had bloody, well, better find some way that is going to be interesting. My bad on the first one, but the second one, it was well said by the author herself. Number two, work hard. Don't ever fool yourself. Success comes from really hard work. And you might find that although, excuse me, you're doing all of the heavy lifting, there is satisfaction in a job well done. But remember that you need to rely on others. So make sure that you surround yourself with colleagues that share your same work ethic. I do not know anyone who has got to the top without hard work. That's a recipe. Recipe. It will not always get you onto the to the top, but should get you pretty near. Well said by the author Margaret Thatcher. Very interesting, right there. Affirmative. Number three, be good. And by that, I mean be that darn good. Successful people strive for greatness, not mediocrity. So push yourself and your team to ensure that you've reached your ultimate potential. And be sure to celebrate your wins. That not only breeds confidence among your team, it will keep your colleagues engaged and also will keep your clients or customers enfranchised. If you haven't read the book From Good to Great, grab a copy. You know what? That's a good word. You ought to read that. You guys ought to read that book about good to great. The author C. Collins said, "Greatness is not a function of circumstances. Greatness, it turns out, is largely a matter of conscious choice and discipline." Very interesting words right there. Good words from James C. Collins. And number four, focus. Focus always precedes success, which is not possible without a clear emphasis on what matters most. And leaders constantly needs to remind themselves of this vital truth. Focus requires to pursue the pursuit of a mission and vision. Good business leaders create a vision, articulate the vision, passionately own the vision. Interesting words. Keyword vision. And relentlessly drive to the completion, said by the other author, Jack Welch. The key word of this fourth step, or multiple ones, are focus, success, mission, and vision. Very interesting right there. Number five, push the limits. And the famous author Richard Branson said, far too many people don't excel in life because they are too afraid of taking the necessary steps to achieve their dreams. Facts. Some manifests fear as a safeguard from failure. Others don't even try, believing that they are restricted by limits. While too many get caught up in the status quo, don't constrain yourself of think to thinking inside of the box. And don't allow fear to get in your way. Today people expect more than the ordinary. So you need to be extraordinary to get noticed and build strong relationships with your target market. Whether you sell a product or service, you must deliver the utmost experience. Number six, serve. Customer service excellence has always been and will always be one of the critical competitive advantages for any business. Excuse me. Meeting your customers' needs will help you build a very strong and memorable brand. Be responsive, listen, and observe. Then you will create value. Learn from mistakes in service. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning, said by the billionaire himself, Bill Gates. So it was very well said and documented by the billionaire himself. Number seven, create ideas. In addition to service, ingenuity, authenticity, and forward thinking will ultimately drive your brand. Aspiration is part of the creative process. As Steve Jobs, rest in peace, the owner of Apple, said, I want to put a ding in the universe. You must always continue to innovate, especially in a competitive market space. Push the envelope when it comes to ideation. And last but not least, number eight, one of my favorite words here, be persistent. Business development and entrepreneurship should be built out of love. And any great love requires passion and persistence to capture your dream. Although You will experience setbacks and failures. That's one of the that's one of those things that we're gonna be developing in our starts. But some way, somehow we're gonna overcome it. And you will also find success and triumph. Better believe it. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. It was said by the legendary Maya Angelou. Rest in peace. Another one. Well said. So you see, with these 8 steps, it is important to follow because it's more than just steps to all of us. No, it isn't just about talking about it or anything. No, it's teaching us how to enjoy life, life in general, and especially when it comes to hard work and perseverance. And like I said before, it is teaching us how to enjoy a successful life that we are supposed to be enjoying. And it's all about making it's all about making decisions about how you want to enjoy life and how you want to live life. And like I said before, and I've said it, continue to say it again. Put God first, and you will never regret it. And when it comes to success, you have to give thanks to Jehovah, the one and only, for helping you out through trials and tribulations that stands in your way. And in the last episode, many episodes ago, I've said this, and I will borrow these words and put it into agreement. Learn to cherish the love, because if you do, you will be filled with love in your heart, your mind, and everything that surrounds you. And you will enjoy a successful life. Your life would be filled with love, success, happiness, and joy. And there's another verse that has a few words I've mentioned. The first one is love. And it says, love is patient, love is kind, and it does not envy, and it does not boast. It is not proud, and it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Number 2, success. And it says, one who is faithful in the very little is also faithful in much. And one who is dishonest is very little and also is also dishonest in much. If you not been faithful in the unrighteous wealth, who will entrust to you the true riches? Number 3, happiness. And it says here, you lust and do not have. You murder and covet and cannot obtain. You fight and war. and yet you do not have because you do not ask. Last but not least, number 4, joy. And it says, when the cares of my heart are many, your consolations cheer my soul. Wow, great words right here. So you see, with these verses, it can help you throughout your livelihood, and it will help you get through these difficult times. And we'll get through it together because, like I said in another episode, we are a team. There's no I in team, there's a we in team. You got to have a heart of a champion to get through this. It's all about making it through it. That's what we got to do. So we're all in this together. There's no I, there's no you, there's no I, there's always a we. It's all about making the best out of it and enjoying a successful life. And to end this episode, I would like to say that I hope everyone enjoyed this episode, but most importantly, learned it. Because in life, it will help you out. Not just for this year, but many years to go. So until next time, and stay tuned for the next episode of DJ Talk. Stay positive, stay motivated, have a great day, and more importantly, have a great month, especially the new month of December. Hopefully, the month of December brings nothing but happiness and joy, especially hopefully you guys enjoy it. And especially heading to the New Year's Eve and have a new year as well. Peace out and have a good day.